Hey guys, it's Meg and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm setting up my brand new bullet journal because it doesn't matter if you missed the start of the year, you do not have to wait until the start of the next one. Let's just get into it. So I'm starting off with my Tombow brush pen in the colour 192, which is the perfect kind of country sage green. And I'm going to create a gingham background, which is like a crisscross pattern. So that is what I'm starting off with. I know I've missed the start of the year, but I still wanted to set up my journal with a 2026 cover page and do a few yearly spreads. Maybe not as many as I might otherwise do, but I still wanted to have a bit of a yearly setup because we are only a few weeks into the new year. So I still wanted to share my setup and hopefully it can give you some inspiration for your journal either this year or next year. So for the number part of my 2026 cover page, I'm going to be using the Arrtx acrylic markers. They very kindly gifted me their set of 60 acrylic markers, which comes in this really cute little box with 4 layers of pens already in colour order, which is just a dream. And the reason I thought these would be perfect for my cover page was because I'm really loving the junk journal kind of scrapbooking look at the moment. I know it's getting really popular on social media and I just really love the look that you can get with it. However, I also really enjoy the creative side of drawing things by hand. So I thought for this cover page I would go for a scrapbook style look, but done by hand. So using the acrylic markers means I can get that really opaque matte colour that you can't get with water-based pens, and it kind of gives the illusion that these are cut out of other pieces of paper or card and stuck on, so I can get the scrapbook junk journal look and still get to have my arty creative fun with it and do it by hand. So then I grabbed my 0.1 fine liner and just outlined the numbers and the background little pieces of paper, which really helps it stand out, and it's nice how easy it is to draw on top of the acrylic marker pens. I also decided to make the background edges not straight lines so that it looked a little bit like torn paper. So if you're trying to recreate this type of look, that's just little things like that can really make the difference of giving it a bit more of a realistic look of what you're after. I then just finished it off with my white gel pen, the Uniball Signo, and added some little stars and highlights. I felt like that just really made the numbers jump off the page and tied the whole thing together. Next I'm going to be using the Tombow 772 and 553. That's kind of a dusty pink and almost like a periwinkle lavender bluey colour. And as I said, I still wanted to include a few yearly setup pages. So one of those that I'm choosing to include is just a calendar overview page, which is one of those pages that I just find really useful to have in your journal because it's nice to be able to flick back to the start of your journal and see which dates fall on which days, just for future monthly setups and things like that. And it is a page that can be a little bit tedious, just writing out the tiny numbers over and over and over again, but it does look cute and I like to add a little bit of decoration that's in keeping with the theme, although there isn't a huge amount of space because all the mini calendars do take up most of the page. So somewhere where you can add a little bit of colour and a bit of your theme is in the title spaces, which as you can see I've done here a little checkerboard effect, which was sort of inspired by patchwork quilts. That was the inspo in my mind at the moment, which is very in keeping with that cottagecore cute cozy theme and just something a bit different that I wanted to try out. Then I just used my fine liner to add the monthly titles in my bouncy hand lettering style, and I will come back to this page later to add a little bit of detail, but that's it for now. Next I'm going to do a quote page, so I'm starting off with one of the Arrtx acrylic markers just to create this little wibbly border that I'm going to put the writing inside of. And then for this page I decided to use mostly coloured pencils because I'm going for a childlike kind of drawing style for this one. Kind of reminded me of doing chalk drawings out on the pavement when you're a child, so that was kind of what I had in mind for this. And as always, I search on Pinterest when I kind of know the vibe that I'm going for, but I look on there for just some extra ideas and to help me kind of fill out what the vision is that I'm looking for. So as I said, this was kind of country, cottagey vibes, but I also wanted it to be bright colours. And then I saw a picture of just loads of little bugs and insects illustration, and I thought I wanted to kind of include that somehow. And I'm also a big fan of Noah Kahan's music, and The Last of the Bugs is kind of a thing in his music, and one of his new songs has just come out and his new album will be coming out this year, so I thought bugs tied in quite nicely with the kind of rustic cottagey imagery that I was thinking of. And then I thought using coloured pencils would just make it a bit more fun and cute, and although it's all a little bit different, I do think it ties together quite well, and especially because I've got that idea of sort of patchwork quilt, I thought it doesn't matter if it's not an entirely perfect theme where everything fits perfectly together. Once it's finished and I flick through, I'm hoping you will kind of see the vibe that I was going for, and I do really like how it turned out. Also on Pinterest, I came across this quote, which is "Be gentle with your soul, patient with your growth, and kind to your mind," and I just thought that was a really nice vibe to have for the year. 2026 for me is definitely going to be a slower, more gentle, patient, calm year. I don't want it to be hectic, so that is very much the vibe for this year, and I think this quote page just captures that perfectly. Then I went back to the previous calendar page just to add a few more colours and details, because I'm not always sure what colours exactly I'm going to use or what little extra details I might be adding, so it's sometimes nice to add those at the end once I've done both pages, and then I can just add the right kind of colours and details that are going to tie both pages together. And that is the calendar page and quote page all complete. Next up, I'm going to be doing my vision board page, and so I'm going back to my Tombow 553 for that nice bluey purpley colour, and I'm creating another gingham background for this because I just think that fits the theme really well, and because I've been enjoying that junk journaling scrapbooking style that I mentioned at the start of the video. When I was looking through social media and at other people's videos for inspiration and how they do their kind of junk journal, scrapbook journals, I noticed that a lot of people use coloured paper for backgrounds, and it felt like the coloured backgrounds really help bring the journal to life, and so I'm going to try and include that a little bit more throughout my journal this year. Just a little tip for when you're using a glue stick, I always like to have a bit of scrap paper that I do the gluing on, because there's always a bit that comes over the edge, and if you get it in your journal, then when the glue dries you can't colour over it properly because the pen won't soak into the glue, so something to remember if you're also doing a vision board. And then something else I'm wanting to do a bit more of this year is trying to use some of my stickers in my journal, and because I'm going for that scrapbook style, I thought this would be the perfect time to try and use them and just incorporate them more throughout all of my spreads, and I thought the vision board is probably a pretty good place to start. I have quite a nice collection of stickers, so I was just rummaging through a few of the packs and picking out a few of the cute pictures that I wanted to include, like music, dogs, and then some flowers to go with that country cottagecore theme. And then I just grabbed a few of the Arrtx markers again to add in some little hearts and stars because that helps tie all the different pages together. But that's it for the vision board. And finally, I've got another quote page that I wanted to include. Like I said at the start, because I'm setting up my journal a little bit late, I'm not including as many spreads and all the usual trackers, so I thought I would go for an extra quote page instead. And this one is kind of space themed, which is maybe a little bit of a rogue choice. It doesn't quite tie in with the theme. With that being said, I have used stars throughout, so that's kind of a bit of an anchor to help all of the pages look good together. And I'm also using the same colour palette throughout, so that's a really good tip if you're wanting to include something a little bit different or something outside of your theme. If you just use the same pens or the same colours or kind of a motif that works throughout the pages like stars, you can manage to make different themes work together and look cohesive. I also chose to layer the coloured pencil on top of the Tombow markers for this page because it's a bit of a callback to the previous quote page where I'd gone with the coloured pencil and kind of childlike scribbly drawings, and so that's again using similarities from the other pages whilst it actually being a bit of a different theme. And I think it also adds to the scrapbook style that I'm going for, kind of layering pens and coloured pencils, just makes it look a bit more fun and playful. And I'm really happy with how this quote page has turned out. And that is my 2026 setup all complete. So we've got the cover page, the mini calendar page, one of the quote pages, the vision board, and then another quote page. I have also got some reading trackers that I want to include, so that will be my next video, so stay tuned for that one. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when my next video is posted, and I will see you in the next one.